If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me you hate my videos, but the best way to do it is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, today is the day that 6ix9ine made it official. He took the stand and pointed people out. There's also reports that Lil Tecca got shot and killed. Plus, Cardi B gives her plans for her next album. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, so this is insane, right? Now, for the last like 6-7 months, every YouTuber, blogger, hip-hop journalist, news reporter has been saying 6ix9ine's gonna testify in September. 6ix9ine's gonna testify in September. There were rumors, people said, I don't know, but I think, and blah, blah, blah. Well, today was that day. It is September and 6ix9ine testified, alright? So this picture right here is actually a sketch of 6ix9ine. He's wearing like a blue jumpsuit. He has a white undershirt underneath. He still has his rainbow colored hair, but it's a little faded and he has it back in pigtails, right? There were no cameras allowed in the courtroom, but you know there's always like a sketch artist in the courtroom, so they took that sketch, right? The whole situation is, man, 6ix9ine stood up on the stand, right? His family wasn't there, and we were hearing rumors last week that none of his family were going to be there out of fear because of what 6ix9ine was going to tell. The courtroom was filled with former members of 9 Trey, media, current members of 9 Trey, and of course his co-defendants, right? Specifically Harv and Nuke, right? Nuke, somebody who's down with 9 Trey, and I don't know what he did, but also Harv was there too, and Harv is supposedly, allegedly, the guy that robbed 6ix9ine, right? 6ix9ine stood on the stand and he pointed out nervously, he was nervous the whole time, he was on stand for about 2 hours, right? And nervously pointed out Harv. Yes, that's Harv. Yes, he's down with 9 Trey. He pointed out Nuke. Yes, that's Nuke. Yes, he's down with 9 Trey too, right? They asked him about, Gummo, his music video, the video that, went viral, that blew him up in the first place, right? He said that he knew Billy Seiko from living in the hood in Brooklyn, right? Or Seiko Billy, and that he went to Seiko Billy and asked him, he wanted to have a music video with real gang members, right? And this is the same thing that he tried to do with Scumlord Dizzy, and he went to Scumlord Dizzy, and Scumlord Dizzy said this in an interview, that he came with a whole bunch of blue rags and blue flags for all these Crips who wanted to do a video, and Scumlord Dizzy was like, get out of my face with that sucker shit, right? But on the other hand, when he went to Seiko Billy with the same thing, Seiko Billy said, yeah, okay, cool, right? And then that was in August that 6ix9ine filmed that video and put it out, and then by November 2017, August 17, they did Gummo video. By November 2017, which like 2 or 3 months later, 6ix9ine was a blood, right? 6ix9ine testified and said that he was given dates. He said, yes, this is what happened. I filmed the video this day. A couple months later, they initiated me into being a blood. 6ix9ine didn't have to go through any gang initiation. Like a lot of times people would have to, carry out a robbery, a shooting, get jumped, get beat up in the elevator for 31 seconds, like all kind of stuff what they do here in Brooklyn in order to initiate you to be a blood, right? But since he had money, they didn't initiate him. He said he didn't have to go through nothing, but that he was just initiated as a blood, and the main goal that he was doing was keeping the money going so that he could provide it to other 9 Trey members, right? He also said that he was the one that basically funneled the money through Shotty to the rest of the Bloods, right? He also testified that that day on the Gummo video set is when he met Shotty for the first time, right? The first, I guess, 9 Trey member that he knew was Billy Seiko, but then he met Shotty and things took off from there, right? It's crazy because he was telling a lot, right? So like I say, today was his first day on stand. He's gonna be on stand again, right? He testified that Trippie Redd is also a blood, but not from 9 Trey, and that's obvious because Trippie Redd is not from Brooklyn. Trippie Redd's from Ohio, so he said, yeah, Trippie Redd's a blood, but he's from a different blood set, right? And nothing, I don't think, could happen to Trippie Redd for him being a blood. I mean, so everybody knows Snoop is a Crip, and that's it, right? So that's that. But he was telling on everybody. Also, they showed him pictures and still shots of his Gummo video, and he was pointing out people in the background like, yup, that's a 9 Trey member. Yup, That's a non-Trey member. Yup, that's a member of non-Trey. It was crazy, right? So now these dudes who might not even be in custody, just walking around Brooklyn, the feds gonna be watching them like, yo, 6ix9ine told us that's a member of non-Trey. Watch him. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy, right? Today makes the day that all the rumors came true, that 6ix9ine really sat on the stand and told everything. Well, not everything, but he told a lot, right? He also said that he never was really involved in shootings or anything himself, but he was involved in robberies and drug trafficking too, right? He's basically given it all up, right? The police or the feds, the FBI, they took him through like a secure tunnel to the courthouse, to and from the courthouse. You know, I guess they have some kind of informant tunnel or something like that. He's staying in a house, not a house, but like in a cell or a unit of the jail that all informants stay in, and people who snitch on other people from their gangs, and people who are like under witness protection and all that stuff like that. And then 6ix9ine even testified that he started working with the feds one day after he got arrested. One day after he got arrested. So all the rumors like, oh, 6ix9ine snitching, or he was only locked up for like 2 weeks. He was snitching. He really was snitching, yo. This is crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments. Alright, so Lil Tecca goes on Twitter, right? And he's like, people will believe anything on the internet, right? And this is true, right? Because, you know, rumors start spreading and things are crazy, and for some crazy reason, you know, bad news spreads a lot faster than good news, right? So the whole situation that happened was that apparently Lil Tecca was just chilling, minding his business, and then all of a sudden he heard that he was dead, right? So there are two different reports coming out saying that Lil Tecca got shot and killed, right? One said that Lil Tecca was waiting for his flight at 9 a.m. in the morning, and that he was supposed to be going to Toronto, and somebody shot him dead at JFK Airport in Queens, right? That doesn't even make any sense, because first of all, Lil Tecca, you can't get a gun to the gate in the JFK. Like, it just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So who is shooting? Unless the police or like a security guard shoots Lil Tecca, you know, that's just retarded. So anybody with a brain can understand that Lil Tecca did not get shot waiting for at the gate for his airplane at JFK, right? It doesn't make sense. Another report says that he was like back in the hood or something like that, where he's from in Queens, even though really he's from like Long Island, but you know, Queens, Long Island is the same pretty much. But anyways, apparently he was like in the hood in Queens, and then somebody, op just like ran up and shot him, right? That's not true either, right? So what happened was, I guess somebody on Twitter had added Lil Tecca, and it was like, yo, how come people are saying that you dead, right? And then Lil Tecca responds and says, yo, people will believe anything on the internet, and just pretty much left it at that, because as long as he's responding, that pretty much means he's alive, right? So I don't know, it's crazy. People gonna spread rumors about you, especially if you're a celebrity, especially if you're a brand new celebrity. So Lil Tecca was the victim of that again. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
I've been on album mode lately. I feel like I already got 2 songs that I definitely want to put on my album. So this is my plan, right? This is my plan. Let me tell you about my plan. My plan is to take a couple of months working on my album, and right after I finish my album, I'm going to rehearse for a tour. I'm already working on a tour deal.
Alright, so Cardi B basically talks about her next album and basically her plans for like the next year, right? She says that she's been working on some music, that she's in album mode, so I'm guessing the album should probably come at the top of the year, maybe January, February, and that's usually like when the Migos or Cardi B drop music, right? Usually like the top of the new year, so that's cool, right? By then, she'll probably have the whole album done, because in that little clip that she did, she says she has like 2 songs ready for the album, right? And then she goes on to say that after the album, after she's done recording the album, she's not after the album is out, but after it's done recorded, she's immediately going to start practicing for her tour, because she has a tour deal on the table, right? And I'm guessing, yo, Cardi B gonna get that bag on this tour. Of course, she's gonna have some dope people open up for her. Probably the City Girls, of course, you know, Offset will be on some of the tour dates, the rest of the Migos too. So this should be fire, right? After she practices, she says she's gonna practice probably for about 2 months, and then I guess she's gonna go on tour, right? And then collect that bag. So that brings us to like spring 2020, and then after that, she says she's gonna have another baby. She straight up said that, right? And she said she wants to do all this like within a year. So I'm guessing by this time, September 2020 in the fall, she should be fully pregnant, album out, tour done, and everything wrapped up, basically ready to have a new baby in about a couple months, right? So she got the plan, man. And I mean, this is cool, right? And so a lot of Cardi B fans are like, yo, I can't wait for the album. And really, I can't wait for the album either. Like, I'm ready for some new music from Cardi B. I mean, I've heard new music because she's been featured on Khaled stuff and the City Girls and a lot of other people's stuff, but I want like new Cardi B music, right? And I think it should be dope, man. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.